Alright, sorry about that. The camera actually, ran out there while we were talking, but yeah, I mean, there's supernatural elements. She's got telekinetic powers somehow. She's talking to someone who's invisible, apparently. You don't know who it is. Obviously, since the name of the game is Two Souls, maybe they're hinting that there's someone who's dead who follows along with her. Maybe that's why she has her powers. But looks really cool. Apparently, she's a fugitive from the law, and the law's after her, and she's just trying to escape, and then she uses her powers to fuck everything up, which is pretty cool. And I was just psyched to see, number one, finally the announcement of the next Quantic Dream game. They're using their new engine. The graphics blow me away. They're picking real actors yet again. This is going to be great.
You know it's going to be top notch.
Yeah, it's going to blow everyone away. I mean, I cannot wait for that fucking game, and hopefully it comes out next year, and doesn't wait 5 years to play it.
Right.
Then they showed PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale, which is Super Smash Brothers with PlayStation characters and Supers, basically. It looks like exactly the same game. They demo it, and the first thing they announced is that the game's going to be cross-platform between the PS Vita and the PS3. So if your friends have it and they have one version, you can still play with them over the internet. They actually do a 4-player demo where people are fighting each other, and two people are on the Vita, 2 people are on the console, and they're able to interact with each other. And
They kind of plug that connectivity between the two things.
They're talking a lot about how games will be doing that between two different things coming up in the future, so expect that. But to be honest with the gameplay, I'll be honest, it looks exactly like Super Smash Brothers. With the only difference is there's a super bar.
Yeah, it's almost shocking, really. Like you didn't even try to put your own kind of spin on this thing. Like you just kind of did the same game.
It looks like the same game. Everything about it looks the same.
And that's a cool game. It's a fun game, so it's probably fun.
Yeah, it'll probably be a fun game, but it's like
maybe you could have
some originality.
Maybe you could have done something different that people would enjoy too.
I don't know. Then they talked a lot about some new things that are coming to existing platforms. So the PS Vita is going to get a slew of PS1 classics that are downloadable titles. PS Plus members will get downloadable versions of games that have already been out, such as Saints Row 2. They mentioned a couple games, I didn't write them down, but games that are out, you'll be able to download the full versions if you're a PS Plus member. They mentioned YouTube is coming to the PS Vita, Hulu, Crackle, all these things are coming. There's a new music service coming to the PlayStation 3, similar to the music service that Xbox already has. So kind of like they're almost playing catch up to a lot of the things other people are doing, and they're adding new services to existing platforms. It's nice, but is it necessarily something I really wanted to hear about at E3? Probably not. It's not blowing me away. Then they went on to announce a series of exclusive hardware bundles and new games. So the first announcement was Assassin's Creed 3 is going to have a completely different game called Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation on the PS Vita.
A female character. The first female assassin main character.
And to celebrate this exclusive game, there will be a PS Vita bundle that is, they call it like crystal white PS Vita that will come with a memory card and the game. Then they said also there will be an Assassin's Creed 3 regular PlayStation 3 bundle that will come with some DLC extras, yada yada yada. And I think you made a good point. You're like, what is the big deal about this? Like, do people really run out to buy these?
It's just, I was saying that from my own experience working in game retail for years, and those things usually just sit there forever.
And the Vita bundle maybe.
That one's actually
because people are looking for a system seller.
Yeah.
But PlayStation 3. Anyone wants PlayStation 3 right now, they fucking have it. You don't need another bundle for this damn thing. 6 years into the life cycle of your console, really,
Yeah, they usually do like limited runs with this kind of stuff, but it's a little past its welcome time,
So the guys from Far Cry 3 come out again.
Yeah.
And immediately in the trailers throw hardcore sex again. I'm not even kidding you. They showed it 3 fucking times. 3 hardcore sex scenes were shown in the footage of Far Cry 3 today.
Well done, Ubisoft.
So that's an A+ for Ubisoft on that one. The Far Cry 3 team, very good. But yeah, they announced that Far Cry 3 will have 4-player co-op, and then they go ahead to do some 4-player co-op. John said, geez, this is very reminiscent of Dead Island. You know what? He's right, it really is. It's like Dead Island without the zombies. Instead you got generic guys who you're killing, with guns. So it's nice it's going to have it. Is it blowing me away? No, not really. And it's also unclear, they didn't explain, is this the actual co-op of the game, or is this a special co-op mode that's separate from the single player? They never explained it.
Oh, no.
All right, John, I'm going to leave this to you. You can talk about Wonderbook. Go ahead.
I don't even know what it is. It is so bizarre. They showed a grown man kneeling. He was like in an Indian squat and he was doing something with a book. It's something with Pottermore and J.K. Rowling's involved.
Yes, and you notice that the woman that they had doing the J.K. Rowling book was like 40 years old,
and
she's like over the book.
And it literally went on for what, 40 minutes?
It was 20, at least a chunk of 20 minutes.
It was about 20 minutes,
if not more.
This one thing. And what is it? It's basically the eye.
It's the PSI.
And you just do shit on the screen.
It's going to be compatible with certain books that I'm sure they're going to sell, and you're going to have to, it's going to be a special version of the book.
Okay, yeah.
And it's going to be augmented reality, where things are going to happen on screen from the video being taken from the PSI. So, oh, the book's on fire. You have to go like this to put the book out. Oh shit, dragon just flew out of my book. I got to use this virtual wand in my hand to beat the fucking dragon, And the way they explained it was, this is a new way for people to experience physically what's in a book.
Yeah.
You're saying, wait a minute.
You'll be immersed in the book like never before.
Like never before. And the funny thing was, like, wait a minute. Weren't there things called movies that came out for the fucking Harry Potter books already? That already did this? Like, why do I have to interact with it?
And why did they have grown men doing it, not like, maybe like younger people doing the video? It looked like some kind of fetish videos.
Oh my god.
These guys are kneeling in a dark room and they're like, it was fucking bizarre. It was bizarre stuff.
Yes, we'll do it. Laughter face.
And they think this is like the biggest deal ever.
They were hyping the shit on it.
They're like,
this is fucking great. It's changing the way you read books. What? No.
No, man.
Sorry, I'm not going to do that with Game of Thrones and have fucking the naked Khaleesi come out.
Do that?
We'll have the Khal Drogo sex scene with the naked Khaleesi. Yes, I'm pounding here with augmented reality on my living room floor.
Man,
it's like, what the fuck is this, man? Like, so weird.
Yeah, it was
very odd. Don't know what the hell they're doing.
Like, I think it's a cool idea. Maybe that's like 10 minutes of your thing, and you talk
show it. Yeah, show it. Okay, it's coming.
It was almost like that was the main showcase of the whole.
They spent more time on that than any other segment.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They did.
That's where the problem is. I'm not saying it's like a bad thing.
Right.
It's like that should be the focus of your whole conference. And they even brought up, people waited until 4 a.m. the day before to go to this.
Yes.
And you get to watch this for 20 minutes.
Yeah, people had mentioned to me, Phil, are you going to go to the Sony press conference? Did you know it's at 6 p.m.? And I said, well, wait a minute. First of all, it's not open to the public. Then they had made an announcement yesterday that he was going to let 200 people of the public into it.
They got there 4 a.m.
But he recommended you show up at 3:30 p.m. People showed up at 4 a.m. the day before to line up to get into this fucking thing.
Why would you do this?
Because they're stupid. That's
and then you got 20 minutes of that.
And you've got 20 minutes of fucking Wonderbook. And
Wonderbook.
The big announcement also was that, I think the reason they went on and on, because J.K. Rowling is writing this book of spells that's related to the Harry Potter universe.
That's going to work with that.
And that's the thing that they're kind of pushing right now for it. Probably what they think is going to sell it.
You know what, I guess, like, you get, how many people bought those books? If you get, like, half of them to buy this, like, you're going to make, that's going to be big, but I don't even know if they can do it.
Right. Alright, and then they went on to talk about PS Suite and mobile, so they're talking about things they talked about last year, where you're going to have all these mobile apps coming out and all this shit coming out for mobile games and things like that, and no one cares about it, so who gives a shit. Then they showed God of War whatever, and I wrote that down because
God of War whatever?
Not only don't I really know the real name of this game, but I don't think it matters, because from the gameplay they showed, it's fucking God of War. It's the same game again, and it's like, okay, I could play this game. That's another one
we were talking about it was supposed to end.
It was supposed to end. I could play this game 3 times, and then it's like, okay, you said it was over.
Right.
Well, this is a prequel, so we could just do whatever we want, rewrite whatever we want.
I remember people were upset. People were actually like upset last time.
Yeah, that was ending.
The end of it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I love it. So that's coming back as a prequel, and it's the same game. It looks the gameplay looks identical. Yeah. So whatever. And the last thing they showed, probably one of the best things also that we saw today, The Last of Us, from Naughty Dog. It sounds to me that like Nolan North is voicing the main character again. I swear to God, it sounds like him. I don't know if it's been confirmed, but it sounds just like him.
I'm sure we can find out.
And it's basically a very realistic survival game. Still not clear what happened. It's like a post-apocalyptic setting, but it's not clear. Like, was there a zombie apocalypse? Was there maybe a war? And there's only certain people left. Like, what destroyed civilization that there's so few people and so few resources left that everyone's out to kill each other? But what the game shows you, it's extremely gritty. Like there's people who are trying to kill you, and then all of a sudden they beg for mercy, but I guess you know better that if you spare them that they're probably going to come after you, so you end up blowing their fucking brains out. There's one scene actually where the main guy, the adult male, runs out of bullets, and so he's screwed. He's gonna get killed, and a girl runs up and just shoots the guy who's on top of him. And another scene, she runs up and stabs another guy from behind. So the smaller girl, even though she's a young, teenage girl, looks like she'll have an integral role in the game with the way that she interacts with your character.
Yeah.
And it's very gritty and realistic, and it looked really good. And people were freaking out when they saw the trailer. They were clapping. They were going nuts.
Yeah, that was one of the best things that they showed.
So it's a really long day of conferences. I mean, you're talking like 5-6 hours of conferences there. And overall, here's what my thoughts are, at least. So far, so good.
Yeah.
I mean, tomorrow we're going to have more. Tomorrow we're going to have Nintendo. I think we still have that. There's an Activision. There might be like 1 or 2 other ones left over. But for the most part, the major ones are past, besides Nintendo. And I can tell you right now, there's definitely more of a focus on good games, at least, than there were last year with just purely motion controls. Now, they haven't given up on this stuff. There's still a PSI for my fucking storybooks and fucking this new fucking stupid glass fucking bullshit for the Xbox. What the fuck's it called? The smart glass.
Smart glass.
Which, it's bad when during your conference, someone who's there as a guest to talk about their game makes fun of your own conference and says you don't know what you're doing. But, yeah, I mean, even though they're focusing on these oddball things, it didn't seem like that was the primary focus of the conferences. At least they did sneak in, here's some good games that are coming out for our systems. Mm-hmm. And I'm really looking forward to hopefully being able to play some of those games.
I would say we're already doing better than the last maybe 2 years.
Since we've been doing
at least
this,
there's those three new titles.
Yep.
That are real exciting and,
yep.
and going to be good. So.
Yep.
And Nintendo, I think, might actually, I don't want to jinx them, I think they might knock her socks off tomorrow.
Really?
With their lineup for the Wii U.
Alright.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
I guess we're going to see. What are they going to have? Are they going to have these games that are console exclusive games that we actually want to play for the Wii U?
I like they got this new gamepad. The Xbox One, they just changed
the one that looks like an Xbox?
They just changed the cord.
Yeah, it looks exactly like the Xbox pad.
I think it's a cool thing, and they're going to announce some of the games, so I'm excited to find out what that's going to be.
So that's the press conference is tomorrow, and we'll be hitting, after we do some stuff regarding Hawken, we'll be also hitting the Expo floor tomorrow to try to get our first hands-on experience with E3, with some of the games that are over there. So that's it for our first day kind of recap of what's been going on. Outside of us just getting here, getting to the hotel, doing a little bit of sightseeing, getting some food. We watched the conferences. These are our initial thoughts. Tomorrow we'll have a lot more to talk about with hands-on stuff. So you're going to see a lot more E3-related footage tomorrow. I know today was just kind of like travel logs and such, and then this video. So.
Yes.
All right. Any final thoughts before we sign off for the night?
I think I've been up for over like 24 hours at this point.
Yeah, shit. I know.
I thought, like I said before, I think we're already doing better than the last maybe year or two of conferences.
Yep.
And we're just getting started. We didn't even get there yet. So, tip of the iceberg.
Right.
And we're going all the way.
All right.
Start tomorrow.
All right, very good. So that's it for our Monday recap. We'll be back tomorrow with lots of fresh footage. Remember, John and I are both tweeting about stuff that's going on. Me they call me DSP, him at Super John Rambo. And so follow us along as we do this stuff. We'll be tweeting and doing stuff, and then videos will be going up gradually over the course of the days, and so on and so forth. So that's it for day one. We'll see you tomorrow with actual Expo footage. Later.